Hey guys, today I'm going to bring you another redstone tutorial. Hang on, let me just change this to day. Okay, so here's another redstone contraption. So you press this button, and then these pistons will fire at random repeatedly, blocking anybody's passage over. So say you have your house over here, you just activate your security system, and people who are trying to get in are going to have some problems trying to get in. I've tried It's really hard to get past this. You'll just fall into the lava. I tried it with the speed potion. 10 pistons is a fair amount. Now this is all the wiring. It may look it's big. It's just bulky. I'm working on a more compact version, but it's not that difficult to learn. So let me just turn it off. Oh, by the way, these will fire indefinitely, so they can fire just forever, as long as you want them to. Then it'll turn off, and yeah, la 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 la, and go mining out here. Obviously, you can't go mining because we're super flat, but yeah. So let's show you how to make this. Alright, so you're going to need some parts. You're going to need some cart tracks, and you're going to need some pistons and other redstone stuff. Yeah, redstone stuff. Cool. So what we're going to start is we're going to put a redstone torch there. We're going to start by making the button, which is just a T flip-flop. I did make a tutorial on this if you haven't watched that, so I'll just go over making it. So I'll just go over making it because, yeah. So what you do is you dig one block down, and you can put the torch there, or you can put it on the side. I like to put it on the side. And you put a piston facing you right above it, and then you count 2 away from the hole. Put one there, so essentially it's 1 away from the hole, but you put it 2 away, facing towards the other piston. And you're just gonna go up 2, side 1. Then you're going to put a torch on either side, doesn't matter what order. Gonna need some redstone dust. I'm gonna lay that, right on top. And now the side that isn't the redstone torch, you're just going to build a pathway to your button. Like that. Now the other side, this is the power source of your machine. You're just going to make a little trail, however big you want it. Then you put a block down, and you're going to break that. Don't want it going all the way there. You're going to put 2 power rails on either side, and a normal one on top. You're just going to take your redstone, make it power those rails. Then you're going to put a normal rail for the corner, and do the same thing. Normal rail on top, powered rail on the bottom. Bring your redstone around, power those rails. Might need a repeater for the next one. And then you're going to do it again. Yeah. Then you're just going to do it again. And then you're going to put 2 on either side, and then like this, and put your detector rail right there. And once again, you're going to bring your redstone around, and don't need that anymore. Probably want a repeater. Doesn't matter what setting. Yeah, you really should have it on 0, so it doesn't delay it too much. And so that's your power. This is your infinite loop, really. And this is just what powers it. And yeah, so we're gonna go get a minecart, and we don't need that anymore. We're going to put it on any one you want on the powered rails. And you're just gonna press the button, and it'll go around. And if you come over here, you'll have a little trail. Every time it hits it, the trail should light up. If that is happening, then you've done everything right so far, and you can go ahead and shut it off. And then, I'm pretty sure you guys can figure out this part, but you just put your pistons. I usually use 10 because it's a great number. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. And then you just put your repeaters. And then you just bring the trail along. And now I have a certain way I tick them. It's 1, 3, 2, 0, 2. 1, 3, 2, 0, 2. That's how I tick them, but you can do whatever. Any block you want. You don't have to do this with chiseled sandstone. And then you can just make a little pathway thing. Dig your pit for your lava. You know, stuff like that. Oops. And I don't need to give you a tutorial on how to make a pit of lava. Yeah. Alright. So, really short tutorial today for you, but it's a pretty helpful security system. Yeah, might be a little hard to build in doesn't take that many resources really. Really, probably the most taxing thing is going to be all these pistons. I mean, you're going to need to find slimes for the sticky pistons and stuff, and sometimes that's not fun. Everything else is just would take some time to make, but if you're even considering making this, you obviously have enough resources to do stuff. And actually, if you want say 2 buttons, just extend this trail to another button. If you really want another button, you can just go off that trail to another button. Now I can turn it on with this one, and I can turn it off with this one, or I can turn it on with this one, or turn it off with this one. Or I could just do it both on this one or both on that one. Any way you want. And if you want to power, say, another set of pistons, you're just gonna take your trail off here. One thing about the button is that when you lay a repeater, make sure the repeater is facing away from the button. That is a very important part. Otherwise, it will not work. Yeah, and you can have 70 pistons, you can have 1, you can have 30. Really doesn't matter. You can have as much buttons as you want. You can have 90 buttons. I honestly don't care. And yeah, so there's your tutorial. Although I recommend having an amount anywhere from like around 10, because that way even people sprinting can't make it across. Also, I put a roof on mine so people can't sprint jump, because that will let you be able to cross. Can you just jump on the pistons when they fire? Yep. If you would like me to explain it more, if you want me to stick around and watch me and let me explain it, then be my guest. But you can stop watching now. There's your tutorial. So basically, how it works is this is a T flip-flop. When you press this button, you'll activate this trail, which will depower these redstone torches, and then they will light up in such a way that the pistons will switch sides. And this redstone torch right here will charge this block, and the block will transfer its charge into this redstone dust, which will in turn power these powered rails, which act like brakes when they're not activated, which will make the minecart go. Doesn't matter what direction the minecart goes. Yeah, it's just when you make the powered rails, you have to have these little hills, otherwise the powered rail will just do nothing. And this detector rail, when the minecart hits it, it'll activate this redstone, which will activate the repeaters, which are set on certain delay markers so they don't all fire at once. And you use the repeaters because if I tried to wire 2 pistons next to each other, see, that won't power any of them. It won't power either of them. But if I use repeaters, doesn't even matter if they're on delay settings or not, it will power them. Just a little trick if you don't know much about redstone. So yeah, there's your security system. If anything was unclear, just leave a comment. Yeah. Thanks for watching.